On here. Today is yet again a build showcase, and it's the Zenistar. Today I'm going to show you two builds, so let us immediately start. For the first setup, this is the influence setup. The mods I'm using here, we have additive damage, range, attack speed, 5x combo, heavy attack efficiency, stash damage, stash chance, blast damage, and electricity. And that's it. These are the mods. For the action weapon adapter, I will highly recommend for use. Nothing. I will not recommend anything. For the Arcane, melee influence on electricity stat effect, which we do have right over here. 20% chance for elemental stat effect to apply to every enemy 20 radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. That's the Arcane. For the passive, heavy attacks will shoot out a floating disc that does heat damage in a 4 meter radius. It scales with range. Disc lasts for 10 seconds, increased by combo multiplier. So the higher the combo multiplier, the disc will last longer. That's the passive. For the stats, the attack speed is below average, range is above average, combo duration is average, follow through is below average, riven dispo is good, but I will not recommend anything personally. Cruel chance is horrible, cruel damage is average, stash chance is okayish, and total damage is okayish. Overall, the stats are not the greatest. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the second setup. For the second setup, this is the Vortex setup. The mods I'm using here, you're going to remove these three mods for these three. So Magnetic Rush gives you magnetic damage and attack speed, Weeping Wounds gives you stash chance per combo multiplier, and Prime Fever Strike for Toxin. The weapon comes with heat, and Toxin gives us gas, and that's it. These are the mods. For the Arcane, instead of melee influence, it's going to be melee Vortex. When enemies are inflicted by a magnetic status effect, when they die, there's a 45% chance to pull enemies within 18 meters. So you're going to toss the disc is going to inflict them with a magnetic status effect. When they die, it's just going to pull enemies into the disc, which is quite satisfying. Into the grinder they go. That's the Arcane. And for the stats, instead of electricity blast, is magnetic gas. And that's it. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane. And now it's time for me to show you these two builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the influence setup. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path, or Kimberly dudes. No buffs right now. I will use some buffs to show you exactly how much damage this thing can do. So we need to get some combo to get the 5x combo from the weapon. There we go, one. Come on, I need the 5x. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. So once you reach 5x combo from Galvanized Reflect, you're going to do the heavy attack with this weapon, and you will release the disc that does damage in large radius. It lasts for 50 seconds, something like that. I had 6x combo thanks to Calero's passive. But yeah, for 50 seconds, everything that enters inside this disc will take damage. You can also detonate it if you do the heavy attack again. And you're going to reapply it somewhere else, like here, for example. There we go. It constantly does damage. It will spread the influence in large radius and blast and electricity and other elements. And it's going to help you with clear. But without buffs, this thing tickles, as you can see. So something I will highly recommend is use Raffle Advance or Rhino Roar. Or both if you do Calevo Rhino setup. Your clear is going to be much better. For example, I will use Calero's Raffle Advance. There we go. Toss this thing, and the clear is going to be much better. Yep. It works. Enemies will walk into this thing. If you're camping, it's even better. But yeah, that's how the weapon works. Old but gold. Now let me show you the second setup. Vortex. There it is. This time, we need to get some stacks real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Heavy attack. When enemies are inflicted by magnetic status effect, they will get pulled into the vortex. There we go. And gas is going to help to be clear. I like this one better, to be honest. Come on. Kill him. Oh, 45% chance didn't trigger. Let me do it again. Now. Yep, it's pulling enemies. It's so satisfying. It's constantly going to pull enemies. It's going to help you with clear. It works. You have to use Rhino Roar and Raffle Advance between those two. It's all up to you. Depends which Warframe you're playing. But yeah, that's how the weapon works. It's not a generic hold E. It's a heavy attack weapon. And that's it. I think you guys seen enough. Time for me to show you both of these builds against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course. It's survival. The magical mod, can show you this build right here. This is the influence setup. I tossed the disc. The disc is constantly doing damage. Not a lot of damage, but it's doing its job, you know. It's old weapon with an old gimmick. It doesn't scale that well. But once you add some buffs, Rifle Advance, Rhino Roar, or some kind of other synergy, it's going to help you out a lot. It's good at camping. I think that's the best job this weapon has. Let me reapply it. Toss. There we go. Stand here. And you will only see numbers. It's usable, as you can see. It's worth using in some ways. It's unique. Not a lot of weapons can do this. But yeah, it's weak. That's the first setup, the influence one. Now let me show you the second one. And this is the second setup, the magnetic vortex setup. When enemies are inflected by magnetic effect, you're going to pull them. There's a 45% chance. There we go. They're going into the grinder. And repeat. It's just so stupid, but it works. There we go. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it works. Into the grinder they go. Gas helps a ton here. Oh, I need to reapply it. There we go. It goes in. Oh, there we go. You, sir, you need to die. I don't need you. There we go. Vortex. Stop following me. Weirdo. Vortex, please. Pull enemies. There we go. Oh, no, he didn't pull. Come on, please. Gas is doing so much. He only... There we go. They're going in. It works. I will say this is much better than the first one. Influence isn't half bad, but this is much better. It helps the weapon a ton. Rifle Advance, Rhino Roar. I don't need to repeat myself 2,000 times, but yeah, those two are like the best to use with this weapon. And yeah, that's it. Those are two builds. I think you guys see enough. Time for me to leave. And there you go. The Zenistar is okay. It works. It has the interesting gimmick. It's the most unique one. You can try it out. I think both of those builds are solid. Use buffs and enjoy. That's the weapon. Those are the builds. I hope you guys enjoy the builds. Thank you yet again, everybody, for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.